Hello. I'm late to my own show. Is that what you're saying? Yes, I am. I am late. That's okay. Hey guys, I hope you're hanging in there. This is a weird week. For those of you with the reopen claim button and suspended claims and a million other problems, let me know. Usually have technical difficulties, so I'm going to make sure you guys can hear me. All right. Looks like you guys can hear me in the audio. Yep, give me a yes. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to start with questions right here. So let's see. First one, I'm late to my own show. Yes, I am. Next one is Ginny. Hi, Karen. Hello. All right, scrolling down for questions. I'm not seeing questions here yet. All right, just call California EDD. Yes, call them. How do you upload? No, that's not it. How long will it take for ID verification suspension to be lifted? Unfortunately, the only information that I have on exactly how long it's going to take is released from not even the EDD. It is a statement that the EDD gave to an Assembly member Gomez for the state of California. And she has stated on her Twitter that the EDD let her know that it could be up to 30 days after they receive your ID verification for your suspension to be lifted. So it's not going to be that long, but it could possibly be that long. All right, Karen says, should I call to reopen? Reopen is still showing as of Wednesday, 3 p.m. Okay, so if you have the reopen button, there's a couple things you can do. If you have the reopen button, you can either wait it out because not most people, but I've had a significant number of subscribers report back to me today and yesterday that the reopen button has been automatically removed from their account. That's not true for everyone. So it seems like it is a glitch. It seems like they will automatically remove it. However, I don't know how long that's going to take. So you can either wait it out if you're not in urgent need of your benefits, or you can call into customer service. Easier said than done, I know, but call into customer service between like 3 o'clock and onward seems to be the best time right now, but I know there really is no best time. So call into customer service and then let them know you have that button. In most cases, people are reporting back that they do remove it. They remove it, you're able to certify, and then everything seems to be okay. But the other thing that you can do also is to click the button. If you click the button, that means that they are going to reopen your claim and they're going to have to process your account for a while. So if you do accidentally or intentionally click the button, most likely you won't be able to certify until 1/24. So there's a few things you can do with that. All right, let's see. What happens from Ron? What happens if I click the button? This is my place. Hold on. What happens if I click the button, but you didn't fill out the information? Okay, so if you click the button, but you didn't fill out the info, you didn't actually reopen your claim. So what you would need to do is you would need to either wait or call into EDD. Call into EDD and they'll clear, either wait or call into EDD. Call into EDD and they'll clear the button. But I think it's going to be okay if you guys wait too. All right, I got the message in my inbox about ID.me. Is that good? Yes, it is good. If you got the message from ID.me, click that direct link. Don't go to ID.me yourself because the EDD has a very specific link that they're using. They have a partnership, so you have to use their link. Follow that link and submit your documents. All right, I have called EDD and had no luck. I have the reopen claim button. However, previously in my last payment, 12/26, received an email saying I would get a 7-week extension. That has not happened. Okay, so there's a few different issues here. If you have the reopen claim button, that's one issue. If you're waiting for the extension, that's another issue. So all these issues are in the process of being worked out. In terms of the automatic extension being put into place, we're waiting for PUA and PEUC, 11-week extension to be put into place. They're still doing that, and they're going to be doing that for up to the next. So unfortunately, as of Monday, there's still 2 weeks of them processing and implementing that extension. So we just need to wait on that. With the reopen claim button, you're either waiting or you're calling in to get it cleared. Maximum benefits paid message from Byron. Okay, so if you're seeing maximum benefits paid, that means that you have reached the end of PUA and PEUC. The additional 11-week extension is not yet implemented. Sorry, guys, I'm short on breath today. So the additional 11-week extension is not yet implemented, so we're still waiting up to 2 weeks for that. All right, guys, let me scroll up. All right, when does the $300 payment start? Week of December or in January? So the additional $300 boost is going to be applied to week December 27th through January 2nd is the first week that you're going to see it applied. Going forward through March 13th. All right, Julia says, so they sent me a link for ID verification, and now they are telling me that they can't confirm who I am. And this is the only phone number you've had for 3 years, for years. Okay, Julia, I'm really sorry. Unfortunately, they are using cell phones to verify things. So I would suggest that you call ID.me or request a video interview. ID.me verifies things over the phone, but they also do video chat interviews. So that seems like it would be a better option for you. So see if you can request that. All right, Nancy Rodriguez, what about the people that have their accounts suspended and get the reopen claim? And then once that's cleared, you have to also do your ID verification. So you're waiting for the link to be sent to your UI online. Now the link should be sent by the end of the day tomorrow, but it's the EDD, so we don't know. So we have to kind of wait and see. All right, Toy Beautiful says, no, that's not right. All right, Janet says, I accidentally filled out reopen claim. Did I screw up? So Janet, you didn't screw up because they sent that button to you. It's their fault if it was, people keep saying a glitch, but someone had to implement that glitch, right? So I think it's a mistake. So if someone put that into your account, no, in the long run, it won't screw up your account. But what it does seem to do is it seems to being I think it was 124, seems to be the first time that people can certify. So, if you don't want to wait until 124 to certify, call customer service. If you did click that link, you did reopen your claim, you see it next certification date marked as 124, call into customer service and tell them that. And all the subscribers that have done this are reporting back that customer service clears this for them and they can certify right away. So do your best to call in if you want to have that fixed. All right, Lisa says, I'm uploading my info. It's been uploading for over 30 minutes. Is that normal? So Lisa, are you using DocuSign or are you using ID.me? DocuSign seems to be much slower. However, 30 minutes doesn't seem normal. That seems like an internet issue, a connectivity issue. So if you're using ID.me, I did it last night from my account, and my ID.me took in total 3 minutes for me to do. It was very fast for me personally because I had clear photos of my documents and everything worked. So if it's taking that long, I'm guessing it's your internet connection. So I would maybe close it out and try again. All right, Greg Young says, I haven't gotten any type of pandemic relief or stimulus because my back child support took all, yep. If you have a lien or anything like that, then it will likely be taken for that. All right, Miss Yolanda says, could you give an update on Florida, please? Yolanda, unfortunately, I don't. I have detailed information from my own home state of California. The only thing I have for Florida would be the start date for the $300 boost, which I'm looking up right now. And Florida is marked as starting the $300 boost on 1/11. So Florida should already be starting that. All right, Jennifer called the EDD and they stated that they will call me back. Is this true? I don't know. Meantime, just in case. All right, B-Box Stark says, California unemployment question. I was furloughed from one of 2 jobs and during this time was collecting unemployment. Well, I don't see a question there. All right, Byron says, no, that's a comment to someone else. Let's see. Scrolling down, looking for a question. All right. My benefits ended. They said I can't reapply until the year ends. Okay, yeah, if your benefits ended, scrolling back up in my chat, I'm having some internet problems. I think I missed quite a few. So if your benefit year ended, then you would need to reapply. If you're within your benefit year and you're waiting for PUA or PEUC extension, then it will be automatic. And the EDD is taking another up to 2 weeks for this to be applied. All right, you guys, give me a sec to scroll up in my chat. which for some reason is fritzing out at the best time. All right, having a hard time getting to customer service. I have not been paid in 3 weeks. I started at 7:30 a.m. from Solomon. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, I'm really sorry. Everyone is having the exact same problems. It's very, very hard to get through. When I filmed my how to call video, I called at 3 p.m. and I got through on the first try, and I felt like I wasted the call because I couldn't give it to you guys that have a question. But start at different times throughout the day. I know everyone is trying all day long. If you are able to speak Spanish, call the Spanish line, because that line is experiencing a little less call volume is what people are reporting, and they're getting through that line a little easier. All right. Let's see. Joseph says, yes. Ginny, thank you. We will wait it out. Okay, good. Am I saving this live from her styler? No. So I keep the lives live for 24 hours, and then I delete them after that. So it'll be up there for a day. All right, argue. What if I exhausted my PEUC? Do I collect SEB till they get the PEUC? There's so many acronyms. That's normal. Acronyms. 11-week extension up and running. Okay, so I'm assuming that you mean statewide extended benefits by SEB. So if you have exhausted your PEUC, it kind of depends on their timing on which one kicks in first. So if they kick you into your extended benefits first and that's up and running, you have to then you would be switched over to PEUC first. So it kind of depends on which one goes in first. But you'll continue to collect the extensions up until claim week ending April 10th. So at that point in time, then they will go away. All right, Angela Beauty. For reopen claim button, you need to call EDD, period, because if you wait until January 24th, you need to because everyone that calls in with a very small percentage reporting something different is reporting that the customer service rep clears it for them within 2 minutes and they can certify and they're marked as paid right away. So I know it's very hard to get through customer service, but it is worth it if you're able to do so. All right, let's see. Esteban says they owe 5 weeks now. Yeah, I'm really sorry. They're very much behind. It's very unfortunate. Byron says no other info besides that stupid claim button. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I called yesterday and got through. I was able to get certified, but only for 1 week. Has anyone else? Okay, so a lot of people are reporting that they're receiving payment for that first week, that December, 27th through January 2nd. And that's correct. There seems to be a delay waiting for full week because it starts a new quarter. So there does seem to be a little bit of a delay. All right, Paulette says, got my certification thanks to your videos. Paulette, I'm really glad to hear that you got through. And thank you so much for that donation. All right, Guru says they only paid me PEUC 1 week with a $300 boost. My other week says pending and no transactions. Please tell me why. Yeah, so I don't have really a straight answer other than the fact that multiple people are reporting that. It seems to be some sort of an update issue because they're updating their systems and they're stating that it's going to take 2 weeks for the full effect of those updates to go through. So right now on Monday was when they stated that they're going to start implementing those updates. So allow 2 full weeks from this last Monday to expect to see all of those extension payments up to date and going through. I know it's unfortunate and hard to wait. All right, let me scroll down here. Once again, my computer is super slow. All right, when does the $300 payment start? I already did that one. So they sent me a link for ID verification. Now they're each issue separately. So call in for reopen and then await the ID verify if that's yours. Okay. I accidentally filled out reopen claim. Yep, call in and customer service will fix it. Scrolling down, you guys. All right. Okay, hold on one sec. Okay, Nancy says backdate claim 1/1/21 to bypass ID.me, or if claim expert certify button shows up 1 to 2 days. Okay, so that's a suggestion that you backdate your claim to 1/1 to bypass ID.me. So That's interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So I think most people, though, however, who are having the ID.me need are people with pre-existing claims who maybe had a claim since March or April that are now being verified because the ID verification wasn't required earlier on. Nancy, thank you so much for that donation. All right, Ryan says, it does the last date of work need to match same from March's claim? Ryan, I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Does the last date of work, so whatever your last date of work was, it needs to line up with when you backdate to. I hope that answers your question. If not, please type it again down below and I'll be sure to answer it. All right, Shahi says, can I still be accepted for the extended PUA if my claim ended December 26th? I have been busy. Will I still be accepted? Yes. So the extension is automatic. If you were PUA and your claim ended, claim week ending December 26th, the automatic 11-week extension will kick in. EDD is updating it right now. They're going to take up to 2 weeks from this last Monday of this week in order to complete the update. So we really hope that it's up and running by then. All right. Resta says, I'm waiting for ID verification. Just told 5 minutes ago, supposedly that it won't happen until 1/21. But I got EDD to let me certify for 12/27 through 1/9. Yeah, so unfortunately what I've heard is it can take up to 30 days. I really hope that it's a lot faster though. Okay, let's see. Jenny says, hi, what if I click button but start to fill out but didn't submit? What will happen? You can either call in and you can tell customer service that you have that button and they should be able to fix it and let you certify, or you can wait and it most likely will clear itself. However, we don't have full confirmation on that. All right, Darren says, I can only upload one form of ID, my passport, from the link, and then it has me sign the form. And then the link is gone. I can't upload a second document. Okay, so I'm assuming that if you have that link, that you are using the DocuSign link, which is the button in your UI online, and not the ID.me link, which is sent to your inbox. The fastest way is to wait for the ID.me link to be sent to your inbox and then use that link. All right, I called, let's see, from Mo, I called EDD today and fixed my reopen claim. And I certified my weeks, 1/2 and 1/9. When you call, they fixed it. Yeah, if you can get through, they will most likely fix that problem. All right, Dirk says, what should I do if I haven't received my stimulus check? And it's paper check. Okay, so many people have not yet received their stimulus checks. My family included as well. So we were personally listed on there as being January 6th mailing date. And many people that reported that they were a January 6th mailing date have still not received it. Now, the IRS has, according to the bill language, until the 15th of January to get them in the mail. There could be a delay. They could put it in the mail on the 15th, even though it says the 6th on that portal. So I would expect at the very latest for them to be mailed on the 15th, even if your date says something different. So I'd wait until 2 business days, 3 business days after the 15th before you worry. All right, let's take a look. If I voluntarily leave one job and remained furloughed, can I still collect unemployment? Okay, so if you are, it depends on why you're voluntarily leaving work. Voluntarily leaving work due to a COVID-19 related reason, such as you must care for a family member, you live with someone in a sensitive group, or your work has unsafe COVID-19 working procedures, then that would be covered and you would still be able to collect PUA. However, if you are voluntarily leaving a job for any other reason that's not related to COVID-19, and it's not related to having to do distance learning with your kids, etc., then no, you cannot collect. All right, Joseph says, I lost my ID, but my old one expired 6/11/2020. Will that work for ID verification? So I would not expect them to accept an expired ID. No, I would not expect that. So if you have a passport, use that. If not, then get things moving with replacing your ID right now so that you can hopefully get back up and running as quickly as possible. All right. Esteban says 5 weeks, they better pay. Yeah, they better pay you. All right. Brandon says nothing is changing here. It stopped early for me in November for some reason. Ruined Christmas. I'm really sorry. I just want to know if I'll get the next extension. So unfortunately, I have information, detailed information on my own state of California. However, if you are PUA or PEUC and you are awaiting the 11-week extension, it should be applied to you soon in your state. However, I don't know your exact deadline for your state. So you'll want to look to your state unemployment department and look on their COVID-19 page. Okay, let me scroll down here. All right, Jesse Morales, I did call twice, got a hold of them both times, and once told me to not touch it, and the other said to file it again. So it sounds like they don't have a fix for anything. Jesse, I'm assuming you're referring to the reopen claim button. Yes, people are reporting different things when they call in. Some customer service reps say, don't touch it, leave it there and wait. Some customer service reps say, yes, refile. And some say, here, I'll fix that for you. And they remove the button, and then people are able to certify immediately after. So unfortunately, people are calling in and getting inconsistent answers, which is very typical of the EDD. So the most consistent thing that I am hearing is that people can successfully get the button cleared if they call in. So if you're able to call in and get a different rep, great. If you want to wait, I would anticipate it to be cleared automatically. All right, let's see. My dad got paid on Monday. This is from MIQO. Dad got paid on Monday. His claim balance went up. He's getting $300 a week. He's in PUA. I'm also on PUA and I haven't gotten paid. It says maximum benefits paid. Well, they are taking 2 weeks to update the systems from Monday. So allow 2 weeks from Monday for all PUA claims to be updated with the 11-week extension and PEUC claims. So allow 2 weeks for that. You will see weird things happening to your account over those 2 weeks. They obviously screwed up with the reopen claim button. The other thing that people are seeing that's really weird is that they're going to see their benefit year be extended. Most people are seeing 410 now in their benefit year, but they're not seeing a claim balance. That's because they're still inputting these updates. So allow another week and a half, unfortunately. All right, Aaron Carter, no luck, 2 days, give up, the EDD won't answer calls. So the EDD will not answer your call. Call in all different times of day, obviously. I've had the most luck personally at my subscribers between 3 o'clock and when they close. They have been changing their hours and they have been closing earlier at different times. They change their voicemail and depending on exactly what you get and when, it will say now, instead of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., it will now say that they close at 7 p.m., 6 p.m., or 5 p.m. So things are getting weird over there. So I recommend that you call your state representatives, call your assembly members, and call your senators. Assembly members have been the most effective in getting people actual direct help with their personal claims. So I have the information on how to locate your assembly members in this video description. So in this live, click video description and you'll see the link down there and reach out to them. All right, Keith says, did anyone get a link from ID.me? How long was that after getting the letter from EDD alerting you to do that? So if you're reading a link from ID.me, the EDD says that it's going to come sometime by January 14th, which is tomorrow. Look at my date. So by the end of the day tomorrow, and the end of the day means by midnight, anticipate the link to come to UI Online. However, we know the EDD is very untrustworthy. Thank you, William, very much for that donation. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. I didn't get PUA. This is from Ramon. I didn't get PUA. I got regular UI. How can I reapply to make sure I get PUA? Unfortunately, they used my small amount of UI that you had from your W-2. Okay, so this is a common problem. Let me just read this real quick. Okay, so this is a common problem. There's a small fix for this included in the most recent stimulus bill. Unfortunately, in the state of, well, it's not so much state of California, but with PUA, if you have $1,300 or more or if you're in a different state, if you have enough to qualify you to collect traditional unemployment from your W-2 earnings, you will not qualify for PUA. There is no fix for it, really. It's very unfortunate because then people who are self-employed might have $50,000, $60,000 that are completely ignored and they get qualified for this tiny amount on unemployment. Well, the only thing that you can do is, number one, you can file an appeal. I've had one lone subscriber that has successfully filed an appeal with us. So you can attempt that. But the new stimulus bill has a provision in it that allows mixed earners, which is you, to receive an additional $100 per week in additional compensation on top of the $300 boost. So it's called the MEUC boost, and there's no way to apply for it yet, but there will be details out soon. All right. Called yesterday and they manually fixed it. He did not reopen claim. All right, Caitlin says, I'm amazing. Thank you, Caitlin. Let's see. Junior says the glitch was not removed by customer service. Why? Unfortunately, customer service is very inconsistent. They're very inconsistent. It depends on who you get when you call in. So you can either try calling in and getting someone different, or you can wait. I would anticipate that they would remove the glitch automatically. Many subscribers are reporting that they are removing it automatically. I just don't know how long it's going to take. All right, Sunshine says, I only got paid for 1 week. The second week is pending. Yes, many people are reporting that. I'm guessing that that's because they have 2 weeks to implement all of the extension changes. So there's another week and a half left in that time frame. I would hope that by the end of those 2 weeks that all of your pending would be switched to paid. All right, Undertow, thank you very much. First time checking my live. Got EDD sorted out, but am still waiting on your stimulus. IRS website said be paid on the 6th. You have direct deposit. Okay, thank you for the donation. Yeah, people that say, I'm with you, because mine is marked as being mailed on the 6th, but I still have not received mine either. So this is a very common thing. They have until 1/15 technically in the bill language, at which point in time they must then send out payments. So expect to 1/15. All right. The water says, just an FYI, try pressing 1, 2, and then 4. You will get an agent faster. It worked for me 2 days in a row. Okay, so test it out, you guys. See if it helps you out. Press 1, 2, and 4 in the menu options. Thank you, The Waters. All right, Cindy says, reopen claim. Have any update? There's no update other than the fact that many subscribers are reporting back that they call into customer service. Customer service is able to clear. Hold on. I gotta fix this. Ugh. Now it's too tall. Hold on. Oh, hey. Okay, so many subscribers are reporting to call into customer service and that they're able to then clear the button and move forward with fixing their claim. So call into customer service if you're able to do so. If not, then I would anticipate waiting a while. All right, let's see. Leah says, since I lost my ID and I received a letter from EDD 2 days ago stating I needed to verify my ID, which I did in June 2020, went to DMV to get a new ID, and it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks. I'm really sorry to hear that. That's really unfortunate. All right. Nancy says bypass verification by backdating. I did it for 5. So I would suggest, though, that you wouldn't try, you guys, I'm going to keep talking, but don't mind me, I'm fixing a few settings. I would suggest that you still comply with all requests that the EDD makes for ID verification. I appreciate that tip, but I also would keep in mind that if you aren't compliant with what the EDD needs, most likely they will come back around later to collect it. So it does seem to be a good idea to comply with what they want up front, because what we're seeing now is we're seeing the 1.4 million claims that are suspended in the middle of people having a claim for several months. So if they ask for it up front, try to get it squared away as quickly as possible. All right. Liz says, still have a balance, and they said my claim is closed. So if you still have a balance and your claim is closed, you're most likely seeing the max benefits paid notification when you log in. That would mean that you're a PUA or PEUC claim. That would mean that That would mean that you are waiting for the new extension, which is 11 weeks long, to be implemented. This is going to be implemented automatically, and the EDD has stated that they're going to take up to 2 weeks from this last Monday in order to update their systems. So I would allow an additional 2 weeks, and then you should see it updated. All right, Joe says, if April is your new end date, call them and let them know you can't certify online. They will correct the issue and you'll be able to certify right away. Okay, so yes, you can call into customer service. Some people are reporting that that is helpful. Some people are reporting based on who they get that it is not helpful yet. And they're told that this system is still being updated for 2 weeks. But in general, yes, try to call into customer service if you can, but I know that it's hard. All right, Karen says, Ginny, now that you have so many people attending chat, have you tried inviting someone from EDD to my channel? Okay, so I did email the EDD public liaison people several times for several different issues. They don't respond to me. They don't respond to you. So they don't respond to any of us. All right, the Superman 559. I only got paid for 1 week. I talked to a nice lady and she said the 2 weeks could take up to 7 days to go from paid to pending because it is a new quarter. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Okay, Shahi says, should I reopen claim if that shows up in my UI Online home? So once again, the reopen claim button is popping up for people. There's a few different things you can do. Number one, you can wait. Some people are reporting that it is going away. If it is a glitch, then I would anticipate the EDD to straighten it all out on its own. However, don't know how long that takes. So the most effective thing is if you need your benefits right now and you don't want to wait, calling into customer service, which is hard to get through. Tell them that it's there, and subscribers are reporting back that the button is then cleared by customer service. People are able to certify and get marked as paid right away, unless you are pending ID verification. All right, let me scroll down a bit. I called, and after 2 hours of waiting, they cleared the button. This is from Victor. And later I was able to certify and got the extra week. Great, thank you for sharing. All right, Nancy said, I had this happen to my certification. I called and they fixed. Yes, they fixed it right away over the phone. Good, that's what most people are reporting. Okay, let's see. What do I say to the EDD when I call them about the reopen claim button to get it taken off? Make it go away so that I can certify. Or you can also ask them, do I need to click on it to reopen my claim? Most likely they will reply with, no, you don't need to click on it. That's a glitch. Let me fix that for you. However, some customer service reps are not replying that way, and they might tell you to wait or to click on it. So you can ask them, I have heard that this is a glitch. Can you remove this so I can certify? And can you help me certify now over the phone? That way they will hopefully walk you through it a little more and make sure that you're able to certify. All right, Bobby says, was able to certify last night. Money was taken off my balance. Also says paid for the last 2 weeks. I certified it, but no money has been put on my EDD card. Okay, so once you see paid and updated, however, with the new extension and with so many glitches going through, I would allow a few more business days than that, but I know you guys are sick and tired of waiting. All right, scrolling down. All right, Darren. No, let me get caught up a little bit. Hold on, guys. Okay, EDD will send you a message in your inbox saying how many weeks of benefits. Not sure what you mean by that, but the extension is 11 weeks. They're updating it right now. It's going to take about 2 weeks for them to finish out those updates. There's a lot of places who are underemployed and looking to hire immediately. All right, the EDD has jobs. Who wants to work there? All right, Irene Garcia says, I'm able to certify. I called the EDD. They helped me. They stayed with me until I was done certifying. Called around 11:45, waited for 29 minutes on hold. Thank you, Ginny. You're very welcome, Irene. All right, can you get a second? Cindy says, can we get a second SBA loan? So do you mean SBA, EIDL, or PPP? If you mean PPP, which is what I'm guessing you mean, it's Payroll Protection Program, yes, you can. You can receive a second draw of a PPP loan. The application opens up today for those who are big banks are operating offering it yet, but you can search for a local lender and you can apply as of right now. All right, Chris, whoa, hold on. There we are. All right, Big V, has anyone had their claim balance been updated? I got through the fix. They fixed the open button, but my claim balance was from last year. So what seems to be happening with most accounts right now is that the end date has been updated to 4/10, but the claim balance remains the same. They're going to take an additional week and a half. They said 2 weeks from Monday to continue to put into place the extension updates. So allow another week and a half to see that claim balance go up. All right, scrolling down, you guys. I have a lot of questions in here, so if I'm skipping questions, it's because there are so many. Just keep typing them down below, but I'm going to ask that you only type in your question once every 15 minutes, because if you type it in 10 different times in a row, it only slows me down here. All right, Ray says an EDD specialist helped me with a glitch, and I got to certify for both weeks. That's great. I'm really glad they fixed that for you. All right, Connie says that they've not yet seen claimants that were still within their benefits. But if you're not seeing it on there yet, I would call in and you are getting paid. I would call in and check. I know you don't want to call in. If you are PUA or PEUC, I would expect another week and a half for them to add that in there. All right, let's see. Leah says, am I going to have to file a new claim at the time in order to receive the funds, $300 a week? Hopefully I can get my ID verification done by then. So Leah, I'm not sure how long. So Leah's problem is that she doesn't have her ID for ID verification. She has to get a new one. If you don't verify your ID within those 10 days, then they will close your claim. So I would anticipate that you would have to click the reopen claim button for real this time. Click the reopen claim button, Leah, and then you would reopen your claim, and then they would verify your ID at that time. So I don't think you'll have to file a new application, but I do think that you'll have to reopen. All right. Henry. Hi, Henry. Just thought I'd let you know that I was able to certify for weeks 12/27 through 1/9 smoothly. Then got my funds into my bank account today. You did the certification yesterday. That's really great. I'm really glad that you got that unfrozen. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your donation. All right. Raquel, I had a reopen claim on my account, called around 11 a.m., and they fixed the problem. Thank goodness. I'm really glad you got through. Esteban says, I'm a chef, and I get paid $26 an hour, and I apply for a few restaurants, and they are paying me $9 an hour. Well, that's just not fun. And offer me 15 hours every 2 weeks. Not enough. Sorry to hear that. All right. Amanda says, what do you say the EDD to get them to remove the reopen claim button? I think I already addressed that question. You tell them that the button is there and you ask them if they can pull it for you and if they will help you to certify. All right, you guys, give me a sec. I see a delay in my chat log. I'm trying to get it to populate. There we go. Technical difficulties. All right, Frank says, I still haven't received my ID.me link. What should I do? Okay, so Frank, they're taking until 1/14, which is tomorrow, to send the ID.me link. So allow all of today, allow all of tomorrow. I received my link personally last night at 11 p.m. So I would anticipate that tomorrow they'll still be sending them up until late in the evening. So give it another day all the way through the end of the day tomorrow, and then I really hope that it comes through for you. All right, Lisa says they're saying I need to reapply after my year ends until April. I've exhausted my PUA benefits. Okay, so Lisa, if you're PUA, the PUA extension is 11 weeks. It's going to be applied automatically. The EDD is still implementing these updates. They're going to take up to 2 weeks from this last Monday, so we have a week and a half left to do it. Do not reapply if you had a claim end date of 12/26 on PUA and you didn't receive a full 12 months worth of benefits. PUA is going to be reinstated automatically. All right, Right. Judy says, ID verification is taking so long. I submitted on 12/31. A rep told me I needed to wait until this clears, but I don't know when. So ID verification, unfortunately, only time frame that I have is shared by an assembly member from California. And she said that the EDD has informed her offices that it will take up to 30 days after you submit ID verification. The EDD has not published exactly how long this could take. So it's very unfortunate. And I really hope they get their act together. All right, Nikki says, I can't get through to them no matter what I do. Please help. Nearly in tears, made the mistake of clicking the button, just updated my address, not finished reopening a new claim. So Nikki, I would think that these live bloopers, I would think that this glitch would be automatically corrected by the EDD. So if anything, just know that they most likely messed something up and they most likely will undo things that shouldn't be there. If you are refiling, if you do click reopen, the reopen button, it will allow you to certify, it says starting 1/24. So you will be waiting, however, you will still be able to certify by that date. If you can get through to customer service, try calling in after 3 o'clock. If that doesn't work and you speak Spanish, call the Spanish line. If that doesn't work, then call your assembly members. I have the link in my video description here of exactly how to locate your assembly members and their phone numbers. So contact them because they have been somewhat helpful. And hi, Ginny. Finally, they answer my phone and you can certify. Oh, I'm really glad that you got through. All right, Leah says, do you know if they have ever given an extension to file for ID, as I won't have my ID in about 3 weeks? So Leah, they may call into customer service, and also with you send a message online since you have about 10 days for them to hopefully write back. So do both of those things. Let them know that you need an extension and see what they say. I'm not certain that they will be able to wait. All right, Naguska says, hi, Ginny. I talked to EDD yesterday, cleared the glitch, managed to certify today. It goes back to where it was before. Keep saying maximum benefits paid. Yes, so allow up to 2 weeks from this last Monday, so there's about a week and a half left for the EDD to update that claim balance. People are seeing their benefit end date start to be updated. However, the claim balance has not been refreshed. PUA or PEUC, for the extension, you're not supposed to file a new claim. But if you did file a brand new claim, I'm answering both ways just in case. If you filed a brand new claim, it usually takes the EDD up to 2 to 3 weeks for them to review your application. And then at that point in time, they let you know the determination. All right. Alex says, they still haven't sent me anything to verify and I can't get through on the phone. Yes, Alex, it's going to take up until the end of the day tomorrow. The EDD has stated they will take until 1:14 to send you the ID verification link. So check tomorrow and check tomorrow night as well because the EDD sends these things out late at night too. All right. Why did they ask for 2019 taxes for PUA? Okay, so they asked for 2019 taxes for PUA because if you're PUA, then you are stating that you had self-employment income, unless you are collecting PUA for a different reason. But they're going to want to look at your last year's income because your weekly benefit award amount, how much you get paid per week, is based on what you used to earn. So if you earn $17,500 or more, then you are eligible for an increase above that $167 minimum, all the way up to $450. So they base that off of your 2019 income. So that's why they need that. They need documentation of what you made. All right, why do I need to reopen my claim? Okay, so Rebecca, the reopen claim button is appearing on many accounts. Most likely you don't need to reopen your claim. What it seems to be, based on thousands of subscribers calling in and giving me the feedback, is a glitch in the system, a mistake on the EDD's part. Because when subscribers call into customer service, they tell customer service, I have a reopen claim button. Customer service says, oh, that's not supposed to be there. They clear it over the phone and they allow them to then certify immediately. So if you have that button, you can either, number one, wait and see if it goes away, which I anticipate it will, or you can call into customer service and let them know that that's there, and they will be able to clear it for you, and most likely you'll be able to certify unless your claim is pending an ID verification. All right, let me get caught up here. All right, Jesse, how do I apply for first round PPP? Okay, so right now, PPP applications are open. Today, they opened for all people applying. So anyone can apply for PPP loan today as long as you qualify, but the big banks are not allowed to offer them yet. Right now, it's in local lenders in your specific city, and then reach out to them. Either look on their website, email them, call them, and ask them if they are accepting PPP applications. If they are, then you can apply through them. If you want to wait for the big guys, places like Blue Vine, I use Cabbage, but they're not taking new applications. Blue Vine, PayPal, other places, the big banks are going to start accepting applications most likely around 120, but it's going to vary depending on the bank. All right, EDD is the number one. No, yeah, it is. I'm going to read this. EDD is the number one cause of erectile dysfunction. I think it is. They cause a lot of problems. He sends out these emails or text messages saying you have notifications in UI Online. You go there and it says nothing. I don't know why they do that. They also will send out notifications that you have changed your address or your phone number when you haven't. It's a glitch in their system, unfortunately. It's very fritzy. Why does it look so blurry? Probably because the internet is slow. No. All right. It also might be because there are 840 people on this stream. All right. How do you guys get in? I have been trying to call, but no luck. Okay. So my tips for the phone, which there are not a lot, so call either one. But most people report that if they call first thing in the morning, that they have no chance of getting through. You can try that, but what seems to be more effective these days is calling closer to when they close. Usually they close at 8 p.m. However, they have been closing early this last week. What does the EDD do when 1.4 million claims are suspended? They close early. So they've been closing anywhere between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. So start calling 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the evening. If you already gave up earlier in the day, start calling it later in the afternoon. The other thing to try to get through would be if you speak Spanish, use the Spanish line. And then if you can't get through, contact your assembly members and let them know. They've been helpful in some cases for contacting the EDD on your behalf for a lot of my subscribers. So I have the information on how to locate them and contact them in this video description. All right, is anybody still pending? Rosenda, yes, lots of people are still pending. You are not alone with that. All right, what documents do they ask for? Okay, so Claudia, they are asking from ID.me, ask for a photo ID of some sort. So a driver's license, government photo ID, passport, and then they ask you for your actual social security number, and then they do a video selfie with your phone, and they map out your face according to your photo ID, and they match it up to your actual face in real time. If you are using the DocuSign link and verifying that way, then you will be asked for different forms of identifying documents, including things like one form of government ID, such as a driver's license or birth certificate, and then one form of ID that verifies your address, such as a utilities bill. So there's two different ways that the EDD is asking for verification. All right, Mike D says, Ginny, I'm at zero balance on traditional unemployment. What happens next in California? Traditional unemployment, next you are going to go into a PEUC extension, which is going to be 11 weeks. But PEUC is not up and running yet. The EDD is still getting the extension up and running over the next week and a half. So you quite possibly could be switched over to Fed Ed if you qualify for that, and that kicks in first. That is right now a 20-week extension. So either they will get the extension for PEUC up and running, and they'll put you in that, or you'll switch over to Fed Ed, depending on which one's first. All right, Alice, I reopened claim, but didn't get a certification date. Why is that? Okay, so if you reopened your claim, but you did not yet get a certification date, the reopen claim button, as many of my subscribers have reported from calling into customer service, seems to be a glitch. You may want to call into customer service, tell them that you had a reopen claim button, let them know that you reopened your claim and that you cannot certify. They should be able to fix it for you. Calling in is hard, I know, but the majority of people who call in have had this fixed. All right, Johnny Rhodes, thank you. Let's see. George says, what happened? I click reopen or file reopen. Okay, so if you did click the reopen button, call into customer service. Most likely it's either going to tell you that you can't certify the reopen claim button and see if they can fix it for you. Most subscribers report back that they are able to fix it on the spot in 2 minutes and that they can then certify over the phone. That is the 11-week extension for PUA and PEUC. The California EDD stated that starting this last Monday that there would be up to 2 weeks for them to update the systems and implement the new extension. So allow another week and a half for those to go through. All right, Devin Thomas. So on December 27th, my account was frozen due to fraud. I called right away and the guy made it to where I could verify my ID. I did so a few days ago. You had the reopen claim button. Now it's cleared. Okay, so yeah, ID verification is one issue. Reopen claim button is another issue. So it sounds like you cleared reopen claim, but you're waiting on ID verification. That one is going to take a while to clear. They have stated, the EDD has not stated directly to claimants exactly how long the ID verification will take to clear, but they have told California State Assembly members that it will take up to 30 days. So anticipate up to 30 days, which I really hope it's not that long. All right, for verification, ID verification, the link should be sent to your UI online by the end of the day tomorrow. So EDD sends things late at night. So check late tonight and check all the way through late tomorrow night for that link to verify. Once you verify, it could take up to 30 days. However, the EDD has and any other info that I have, but at this time, I don't have a clear date on that. All right, Henry. I already read your comment. Thank you, Henry. Okay, let's see. Scrolling down, guys. Hold on. All right. Shahi says call 1-800-300-5616. Choose options 1, 2, and 4, and you will be transferred to speak to someone. It took me 10 minutes. So another trick to try. Thank you for sharing. You press 1, 2, and 4 in the menu options. All right. Let's see. Scrolling down. All right, PEUC, my claim fixed itself yesterday. I didn't call, get a letter, or email. Yes, many are reporting today that the reopen claim button has been removed automatically from their claim. So you can call in and try to get it removed, try to get it fixed, or you can wait and see if it's removed automatically. Okay, let's see. They just received my ID verification today. This is from Junksky. So how long is the process before we can certify? The only time frame that I have for ID verification doesn't even come from the EDD because they haven't stated this. But an assembly member, what is her name? Lorna something Gomez from the state of California has stated that the EDD has communicated to her offices that it could take up to 30 days. I really hope it's not that long. All right. Aaliyah says, if my UI ended January 5th, do I need to open a new claim to get the 11-week extension? So if you're traditional unemployment, UI, and you reach the full end of your benefit year, you had 12 full months of your benefit year, yes, you do need to file a new claim. All right, Dolores says, should I file a new claim? Completed a full 12 months worth of benefits, yes, you will need to reapply. All right, let's see. I got that one. ID verification is taking so long. Yes, it is. I'm really sorry. Okay, I wouldn't reopen claim because it does file a new application. Yes, I would not recommend clicking the reopen claim button. I recommend calling in and asking a customer service rep if you should click it. They, in 90% of cases, are saying, no, don't click it. They are removing it, and then they're allowing you to certify over the phone. If you did click it, then most likely you're seeing that your next certification date is 1/24. If you're seeing that and you don't want to wait, call into customer service. Easier said than done. Let them know, and they should be able to fix it over the phone for you. All right, you guys, one sec while my browser refreshes. It is running slow. Okay, let's see. It's 5:01. You guys, I'm going to take about 3 more questions, and then after that, I have to get off because I have to go make my kids dinner. So 3 last questions I am going to take. All right, let's see. Do you know if they have given an extension to file ID, as I won't have my ID say? All right, let's see, we got that one. Has anybody had the reopen button clear out, or do they have to do it automatically? So call into customer service. It's the same question because everyone's having this problem. Call into customer service. Let them know that button is there. Most likely they will be able to clear it for you. If they say that they can't, or if you have already clicked reopen, most likely you will be able to wait, and they should update the system automatically. It does seem to be a glitch though, but the EDD hasn't issued any sort of statement about this. They have not told anyone one way or another exactly what the problem is. So it's very unfortunate. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take 2 last questions from here. All right, my PUA balance only have 1K left. It will run out in 6 weeks. So after this 1K runs out, will I only receive $300 weekly for about 5 weeks? Okay, so if you have a current balance, your PUA claim is going to be extended for those 11 weeks. Your balance is going to carry over, but you can only collect up until claim week ending April 10th, at which point in time, then it ends. And we need to wait and see if there is another stimulus package passed. Sorry, guys, I had to get your questions from my phone now, so it's a little more difficult. My computer froze. So your $300 boost will apply only for those 11 weeks, ending March 13th. So if come March 13th, you still have a claim balance, you can still collect it up until April 10th, claim week ending April 10th. But those weeks are coming after the $300 boost ends. So no, they will not have the $300 boost applied. Okay, what if I certify my benefits from Destiny? What if I certify my benefits, my ID, but my benefits are still pending and it's been a month? Okay, so if you verified your ID, you submitted all the documents, if ID.me says that you're verified, that doesn't mean that the EDD has cleared your ID suspension. So most likely, I'm guessing what has happened is that you have uploaded your documents, ID.me has you all set, but you are still waiting on the EDD to process. So call into customer service and check, but can. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take 1 last question because my kids are getting hungry downstairs and I got to make them dinner. Okay. Let's see. My claim was supposed to end on March. However, EDD changed it to 2020. I'm currently trying to call them. I put in my security code, but they said they can't help me. Okay, so if your claim was supposed to end in March and then it was changed to an end date in 2020, Nancy, I'm wondering if you were PUA to when the CARES Act ended. So I'm uncertain with that. Yeah, I would continue to call in to customer service. Said that they can't help you. Oftentimes, the customer service reps are really inconsistent with the amount of help that they can give you. So if a certain customer service rep can't help you, unfortunately, you have to sit through again and try calling again and get someone different. Ask for them to transfer you to a tier 2 rep. People that answer the phones, customer service, are unfortunately the greenest of all the EDD employees. So ask if they can have a tier 2 rep call you back. That's the next level higher that can hopefully help you with your account. If you can't get any help, you can't get through the phone lines, contact your assembly members and let them know that you can't get a hold of EDD. I have the way that you can look them up and contact them listed in my video description here. Okay, guys, let's see. Choosing one more. I'm doing it. But I already did that one. Okay. My reopen claim button went away on its own. I was able to certify. However, I have not received the money in my account, even though it says paid. It used to take only about a day to hit account. Yeah, they're very slow this week with everything. Everything that the EDD would normally do, double the wait time for it. So I would anticipate adding a couple business days to wait to see those payments move from pending to paid, or if they are marked as paid, from having them reflect in your bank account. Everything is much slower. Okay, you guys, I'm going to sign off. I hope you guys are making progress with getting through the phone lines. Good luck on the reopen account button, and I will see you next time.